Did you know that the largest dinosaur is not a Tyrannosaurus Rex? I didn't. Not till this weekend. And guess who taught me? My 7-year-old and my husband. Story time. So this weekend we're driving and we're talking about things that we know and things that we don't know. And in the moment, I was really tempted to pretend that I knew the answer to this question, because in my head, it's been Tyrannosaurus Rex for a really, really long time. Come to find out, there are several other dinosaurs that are larger than the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is the largest carnivore. So, carnivorous dinosaur, right? So this doesn't really seem like a big deal on the surface, right? But if you dig deeper, thinking about the fact that there are so many opportunities that we have to say, I don't know, when we don't. I can't speak for you, but for me, I spent years nodding and smiling and pretending I knew. One of the reasons that I am part of the staff of a satire news crew is because I wanted a better understanding of the real news. And I have to say that it's been a really successful experiment. Learning more about the news is a requirement for my job because I have to lampoon the news. And in order to lampoon the news, I need to understand the news. And in order to understand the news, I have to understand the things that make things news. So what am I saying? In your lifetime, there are going to be opportunities for you to nod and smile and pretend you understand what's going on. Or you can gain the opportunity by opening your mouth and saying, I don't know, to learn. For such a long time, I pretended that I knew things that I didn't know. About cooking, say. Somebody would mention sweating the onions, be like, oh, yeah. And I missed out on the opportunity to learn what that actually meant until just a few months ago. Things people would say, and I would just nod and smile and get along, just keep moving, right? And I realize now how many missed opportunities that there were to indicate how much I didn't know so I could learn something. And as the boss of balance, it's something that I'm learning how important it is to say to someone, I don't know, can you teach me? And don't get me wrong, there's no substitute for getting your own knowledge about a thing, and you don't have to make other people responsible for your knowledge. In fact, you shouldn't. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that you don't know something. And there's too many times in our culture where it's like, well, of course you know that. It's like, well, actually, no, I don't. And the truth is that every time that I nodded and smiled, I lost the opportunity to open my brain and learn. So I highly encourage you, in whatever situation you're in, seemingly low stakes, right? I'm with my kid, I'm with my husband, we're in the car. Does it cost me anything to admit that I don't know something? A little, yeah. And at the same time, I'm modeling for my kiddo that it's okay to say that you don't know, because I surely did not get that lesson. So, for those of you who have never been to my page before, welcome. I'm Jen Haston, also known as the Boss of Balance. Some days that title is an aspiration, other days that title is a description. My goal in working with you here is to help you become the boss of balance in your own life, as a parent, as a person, as a partner. And this is definitely not something I have on lockdown. Clearly, I don't know everything. I know a lot of things. You want to talk about speeches? I'm your gal. You want to talk about acting? You want to talk about directing? I'm your gal. You want to talk about customer service? I got it. Again, not an expert. These are things I know a lot of things about, and there's always opportunities to grow and learn. When you follow me every week, you'll get a message about how to be a better parent, partner, and person. And I will do my very best to be vulnerable with you and tell you when I don't know things, because it is the only way any of us will learn. I'm Jen Haston. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, keep seeking your balance, whatever that looks like.